You know, when it comes to vitamins, it feels like every single source is saying something different, right? It's just so confusing. Well, today we're going to cut right through all that noise. We're going to build a really clear, simple blueprint for understanding vitamins, and we're going to do it specifically for the Indian context. So let's just dive right in.
Okay, we have to start with this number, 70%. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. According to the latest data, a staggering 70% of urban Indians are deficient in vitamin D. 70%.
And that immediately begs the question, doesn't it? I mean, we're talking about India, a country famous for its abundant sunshine. So how is this even possible? This, my friends, is the great Indian vitamin paradox. And you know what? We are going to solve it today. So what's at the core of this whole issue? It's something called hidden hunger. And look, this isn't about not having enough calories, not having enough food to feel full. No. This is about the food we're actually eating and how it's lacking those essential tiny nutrients, the vitamins and minerals, that our bodies are literally starving for. It's a huge problem that affects millions, even people who think, hey, I eat pretty well.
Okay, to make sense of all of this, we need a simple framework. I mean, forget trying to memorize every single vitamin out there. That's just impossible. For now, all you need to know is that they all belong to one of two main families. That's it. Just two.
And honestly, this is the best way to think about it. Imagine your vitamins are like a financial plan. On one side, you've got your fat-soluble vitamins. That's A, D, E, and K. Think of these as your fixed deposits. Your body saves them up, stores them away for later. Which is awesome, but it also means you can overinvest, and that can lead to toxicity. Then on the other side, you have the water-soluble vitamins. That's your B complex and C. These are like your daily UPI transactions. Whatever your body doesn't use that day, poof, it gets flushed right out. So you have to top them up every single day.
All right, so let's kick things off with those fixed deposit vitamins, the ones your body actually holds on to, the reserves. Now, if you want to sound like a pro when you're talking about all the sciencey names, here is a fantastic little trick. Just remember this phrase, retina calcifies to photo. It's so simple. That little sentence helps you remember retinol for vitamin A, calciferol for D, tocopherol for E, and phylloquinone for K. And trust me, these are absolutely crucial for everything from your eyesight to your immune system, even blood clotting. Okay, let's really zoom in on vitamin D for a moment, because it's actually more of a hormone than a vitamin. Its main job, its absolutely critical function, is to act like a bouncer at a club. It's the gatekeeper that allows calcium to get into your body to build strong bones. And here's the thing, without that gatekeeper, all the calcium in the world won't do you any good. So let's get back to that big paradox. Why that crazy 70% deficiency rate? Well, there are a few key reasons. First, melanin, the very thing that gives Indian skin its beautiful color, also acts as a natural sunscreen, which actually reduces how much vitamin D your body can make. Second, heavy pollution in our cities can literally block the specific UVB rays from the sun that we need. And finally, our clothing choices can often limit how much skin is actually exposed to the sun in the first place.
So here's the crucial takeaway. For so many of us in India, sunshine alone is just not going to cut it. It's simply not enough. And now the official guidelines are finally reflecting this reality. The new daily target for adults is 600 international units. I mean, that is a pretty significant jump.
Okay, what about vitamin A? Now, the typical Indian diet is packed with beta-carotene, from carrots, leafy greens, all that good stuff. But, and this is a big but, here's the catch. Your body is actually really inefficient at turning that beta-carotene into the vitamin A it can use, unless fat is present. And that, right there, is why adding a little bit of ghee or oil to your sabzi isn't just about making it taste good, it is absolutely essential for unlocking that nutrition.
Okay, let's switch gears. We've talked about the fixed deposits, now let's talk about our daily UPI vitamins. Remember, these are the ones you have to top up all the time, because your body just doesn't keep them in storage.
I know. The B vitamin family seems super complicated, doesn't it? So many numbers. But it doesn't have to be. Just remember this one sentence. The race neatly professionally performed by F1 crews. How cool is that? Each word lines up with a B vitamin. The for thiamine, race for riboflavin, neatly for niacin. You get the idea, all the way down to crews for cobalamin. It's such a simple trick to master the whole family.
All right, let's really focus on one of those B vitamins, B12, or cobalamin. This one is special. Think of it as the guardian of your entire nervous system. Its job is to maintain the protective coating, the myelin sheath, that wraps around your nerves. And that coating is absolutely vital for your nerves to work the way they're supposed to.
And right here, this creates a massive challenge, especially for us in India. Why? Because vitamin B12 is found almost exclusively in animal products. This means that India's huge vegetarian population is at a very, very high risk of deficiency. And let's be clear, this is not a minor issue. A severe deficiency can cause neurological damage that is irreversible. It can't be fixed.
Okay, we need to pause here and clear up a really common and frankly dangerous piece of misinformation. You might have seen this online, malic acid being called vitamin B9. Let me be absolutely crystal clear. That is wrong. Vitamin B9 is folate, or folic acid. It's essential for building your DNA. Malic acid? That's just an organic acid you find in fruits like apples. They are not the same thing. They are not interchangeable, period.
We all think of vitamin C as the immunity booster, right? And it is, but its power goes way beyond that. It plays this critical role as a helper molecule. It dramatically boosts your body's ability to absorb iron, especially from plant-based foods. Now think about it. Iron deficiency is another huge issue in India. So just squeezing a little lemon on your dal or having some amla with your spinach, that's not just for flavor. It is a simple, incredibly powerful health hack.
So, there we have it. We've cracked the code, right? We understand the two families. We know the key players. Now, let's get practical. Let's look at the new official playbook, the 2024 guidelines from the Indian Council of Medical Research.
Okay, here are the numbers you need to know, the ones that really matter for the vitamins we've been talking about. So, the new recommended daily allowance, or RDA, for vitamin D is now 600 IU. For B12, we're looking at 2.2 micrograms. Folate is 300 micrograms. And notice how there are different targets for men and women for vitamin C, and especially for iron, where you can see women's needs are significantly higher.
I really want to double-click on this vitamin D point because it's so important. This is not a small tweak. The recommendation is jumped by 50%, from 400 all the way up to 600 IU. That is a massive signal from our top scientific bodies telling us, hey, we need to take this vitamin D deficiency thing way more seriously. So, after all that, what is the big takeaway? What should you remember? It's actually pretty simple. Knowledge is your best supplement. Seriously, understanding the why and the how behind all these vitamins is so much more powerful than just, blindly popping a pill and hoping for the best.
Look, the whole goal here today was to give you a mental model you can actually use. That fixed deposit versus UPI idea, those little mnemonics to remember the names, and of course, putting it all in the specific Indian context. You now have a real framework to cut through all the noise, all the confusion, and start making genuinely informed choices for your own health.
And I just want to leave you with this one final thought. It's so easy to get laser focused on a single vitamin, a single supplement pill, but our food is this amazing, complex matrix of interactions. Remember, the fat helping the vitamin A, the vitamin C helping the iron? So the real question I have for you is this: are you just thinking about your vitamins, or are you starting to think more deeply about your food?